Yeah. Good morning, America. Today is Tuesday. It is May 26th. It is 2020. I'm your host, The Didi. Yeah, I'm your host, The Didi. This is My Dead Friends. Each and every day of the week, we take some beats. We take some samples, really. And we make some beats. We start out a little something. I've been working. I've been awake. Got the new setup. Got a new arm going. Got some foam thing happening here on the microphone. Trying to clean it up a little bit so I can get them peas popping. You know, get it back on an effect. Get live with it. We're live this morning on a Tuesday. Come on, man. Who gonna hang out with me here today? Let me get this turned down. Get this tweeted out. Let everybody know we're chilling here today. Let's break that back down a little bit. Let's chill out, everybody. Indie Game Dev, what's going on with you? I see you. I've been awake. I took a shower even this morning. I'm usually not a morning shower person. I'm usually like a at night shower person because I don't want to sleep in my bed not shower. But I usually don't have time when I wake up in the morning before I go to work to take a shower before I go to work. But I took one this morning. Yeah, that's right. I did. Back with it now. Let me get back in this chat. Yeah. Good morning to you, Mrs. Downs. How are you doing? Appreciate you joining me this morning. Yeah. I look like a professional now, right? Now we're in here like pro status. Steven, what's going on with you? We're hanging out here today. I got a couple samples already rocking. Not gonna lie to you. Like I said, I've been up. Let's get back to that drum beat. Alright, let me run you through this here real quick so we can all catch up to speed. Am I even live with it? Yeah. There's what we started with right there. At least what I started with there this morning. I was messing with it. I was getting with it. And I was just feeling it so much. I was like, man, I just want to keep going and going and going with this beat. But I stopped because I was like, I wanted to do this stuff live, you know what I mean? But I just couldn't help myself this morning. Episode number 40. I was all excited and pumped up. So we added this kick and snare. Got this going like this. Now it's getting thick in here. And you know when this drum break comes in, that's when shit get hot. Like this. Classic. It is crazy, man. 40 episodes. Let's talk about that for a second, man, because that is kind of wild, right? Like, I was planning on just actually coming and doing the whole Good Morning America thing for like a week. That was my plan. I just wanted to do it for them 5 days. And then I was going to, like, you know, do other stuff. Because even to 5 days in, I started looking at, like, analytics and stuff like that. And then, like, looking at the analytics, it seemed like more people watched my live streams when I did them around, like, 9 o'clock at night. So, like, I was thinking to myself, man, I should do more live streams at 9 o'clock instead of doing the morning show. But, man, I don't know. I'm a morning person. I was up, like I said, 5:45 this morning. I was awake. I was down here sampling by, like, 6:15, smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee. Shout out to you. Keurig coffees, Camel Wides. Oh yeah. The drums come in like this. So when I added that drum break, I added this kick and snare too. Hear that? Yes. But now when it all comes together, here. Smash the blotter with an ink blot, jot just for starters. Regardless of the ridicule, I still keep it proper. Got a lot of that. Try to smash top, at least the top is a reachable level. The longer that I stay away from devils, and you know that's true. But this is something that I cannot do. But it happens in my dreams when I sleep for a few. Wake up to you, put me back to sleep, please. I'm the only one that feels all this pain and this agony. Tragedies finding me, finally. Line be free, mind be clean. 7-9 all the time. Mother trash talker, sucker back that. You got 10, well remember back when. I'll just bring me 3. So that's how we're kicking here so far this morning. I Make Beats is up here in the house. He got his coffee. Rolling episode 40. Yeah. Welcome to the smoking section. Alright. Yo, I even did some pizza strings. I had this kind of going, but I feel like I've written this before, so I kind of dropped out of this. I'm loving this little foam piece that's wrapped around this microphone. For some reason, to me, it just feels like it calmed things down a little bit. I feel like there's more timbre in my voice now that I have the foam piece. I don't know. I just feel more comfortable having it on there. Plus, there's not some big shiny, microphone right in my face when you look at it on the screen. Look at that arm on there too. I need to get this other mic stand out of here. There's no reason for this to be there now. I kind of just moved it out of the way. Look at that. The head just kind of fits right in this little area here. Looking good. Looking good, Dee Dee. I'm looking at myself on the screen. Look how I'm looking good. That's right. Yeah, well, welcome to late night. Let's see that. That doesn't sound too bad, right? Listen to that. See, this is what I don't know, swinging over here. See, it's not as far as I'd like it to be honest. But what I've been thinking about doing, because this is actually the short arm. This is the short one, gear, I think. I'm always scared of this thing too, because I know it has springs in it, and I'm just waiting for this damn thing to like mess up or something and spring and smash me in the face or something. That's what kind of makes me nervous about it, to be honest. But supposedly it should be good. But this is the short one, right? And there's a longer one that adds like 6 inches. So but it was like they didn't have them anyway. Amazon didn't have them. So I kind of bailed on that. I was like, I should be fine with the short one, man, knowing where I was going to put it at. And I wasn't even sure about putting it there either, man. I was talking to Stratton about it. And he was like, you got to watch, man, the way you slam that MPC, you don't want the microphone picking up all that rumble. But we'll see how it goes. Listen to them drums coming in. Yes, this is what I've been doing here this morning, man. I've been kind of just like vibing to this. I want you to hear it, so I want you to know that it's real. The next thing I'm looking at is a chair. A chair I need. Dude, these drums are crazy. See, yeah, this doesn't work. I know I can move this, but I'm afraid me moving this all around all over the place is going to get crazy with it. I don't want to break something. But here, let me try this out. Okay, I forgot I had that synth. So, yeah, I can swing that over like that, man. That's pretty nice. I can just kind of like throw it like, nice. Okay. Still figuring things out here. So let's get off of what that sample was. This is just beat, I think. Yeah, but that's what I was doing, man. I was vibing out there. So I was doing it with the strings though. That's the same thing I just played on the piano, just on the strings. Yeah, vibing. But I'm gonna mute that. Let's listen to some of these samples. Top ham, whatever that was. That's what I sampled. Welcome everybody. Hope everybody's having a good morning. We're coming at you. 73 degrees today, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy. Might have some storms roll in here later. Everybody watch out. Make sure to take your umbrella with you. It might get a little dicey out there. But I think it's going to be a good day here in Pittsburgh. We're going to have some fun. Next couple beats. Do it like this. This is a new track right now by the Didi. He makes beats here on YouTube every once in a while. You got to check him out. You got a new track coming out like this. What's it before? Got this ding pong kicking and I'm moving through the door. Kick it like before. Got it moving, score. Got it moving all the time. And you've heard it freestyle written open. I got it moving right now. When you do it again, you got it written like that. Yeah, that's vibing. I want to hear what this one I did was. This is the one I did. That's nice. Yeah, that's tight. Oh. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're grooving it today. So I was vibing to, guess I could throw this in there because it'll work good with this other sample. Let's try it out. I usually don't like playing them through like that so many times, but let's just do it like that so we just keep moving on because I have a few samples. I really didn't sample too much in here today, man, to be honest. I kind of stayed away from it. I wasn't sure where I was going. As soon as I heard that what I had, like that, like to me, this is golden. Like I could spit on this all day, and I think you get someone rapping. Like this is already, like listen to that. Like how chill is that? Come on now. I gotta get a little thing, like a piece of tape when I'm doing these, to put a piece of tape over where I can see how many people are joining and like how many people are actually watching live. Just so I'd rather not even know how many people are actually watching, man. For some reason, like it like throws me off when I'm like looking at this and then like I see like people joining in and then like leaving, and I always wonder just like what's that little second of time that they come in and they saw, like. They might have joined the live stream, and I'm just on here like, God damn it, and I'm sitting here ranting on some shit, and I'm like, fuck this, and get out of this, and then all of a sudden, they just, like, bail, and they're like, yeah, I stopped in Didi's live stream, man. I heard he made beats, but I went in, and he was just, like, cursing and flipping out, and I don't know. But, you know, I guess she just had to be there for the hour, you know what I mean? Hopefully, he comes back on the replay and, you know, skips through it, man. Yeah, the acoustic keys were sick, man. I like those keys, too. So it might actually work if we, see, I don't know. I want to see how that fits in there, actually. I don't know, sounds, yeah, I know. I like those strings a lot, man. I use those Piz strings. Piz, call them the Piz. All right, so let's just check out some of these other samples here and see what we got. So this is what we was mostly working with. Whoa, hey now. kind of like there's like something. I always liked how them old horns sound, man. When you listen to like horns on old records, they always have this like grittiness to them, man. They just sound great. I know. Yeah, I do that a lot, man. I'll just be floating around. Yeah, some kid on YouTube. No, see, shouldn't be possible, man, because actually I have my videos marked as not for kids. So if your kid's watching it, that's on you, man. That ain't on me anymore. YouTube changed their policies in January, man, where I actually have my videos to where you set them because there's some like I forget what the actual like law thing that passed or something like that. Or if it's just like I don't know if it was actually a law, but there was something that YouTube passed. Probably, yeah. I mean, it went into effect. I think like January or early February, something like that. To where I can just either mark individual videos or I can mark, you know, globally all my videos as not for kids. So I have them all marked not for kids. So if your kid's watching them, the hell you doing? Right, especially right now, man. It's 9:16 in the morning, man. Kids supposed to be in school. It's Tuesday. Memorial Day's over. Crooked Letter, what's going on, man? We're chilling here today. I'm trying to teach parents how to make sure their kids aren't watching my show. Because I know it's crazy out there right now. Your kids are running around with their iPad, locking themselves in the bathroom. They're coming in to like, what are you doing in there? Some scandalous stuff? I'm like, no, I'm watching My Dead Friends. Yeah, he's teaching me to drink coffee and smoke Camel Wides, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Everybody make sure you go check out Crooked Letter, man. He's always, Crooked Letter always is putting out beats, man. If you follow him on Instagram, I know especially. Facebook, I know he's on every day. Crooked Letter does it every day. You know how I'm on here every day and you always see me posting beats? Crooked Letter's even going Saturdays and Sundays too, man. Shout out to you, Crooked. Spot fly is the habit. Whack a ball, man, that horn comes in blasting. All right, let's check out this other sample. See what the hell I was even doing. Okay, so look, you can see I didn't even chop this beginning up. Let me just rip this beginning real quick. Oh, seductive. Okay. You know what? I wonder if that'll fit on top of this sample. See, it has. I don't know, man. It kind of has this like. No, there's no way. I'm not even hearing how it would go. Just trying to see what I have up in here. As I said, usually in the mornings, man, I go ripping through here real quick like this. Yo, where'd this come from? Oh, it's gonna get heavy up in here now. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a gosh darn a minute. I gotta hear where this is at. My BPM right now is a 90, 91, but I'm gonna put it at a 91 just to make things a little easier. Yeah, man, that's just rocking. That sounds like for those about to rock fire. We salute you. All right. I know I gotta change this BPM. I just want to hear where it's at. Squeaky chair and all. Yo, there's no way it has it at almost like a 150. There's no way I can drop it down to that. So if it has it at like a 150, I ain't buying the 150. Man. I'm not sure where I want to take it from. If it has it at a 150 and I'm at a 90, I definitely don't think I want to drop it down that low. Let's try it. Let's take it from a 150 to a 90 and just see if the MPC blows up. Here we go. We're doing it. I hope this is included in my warranty. $91. Here we go. I'm going to press the button, everybody. Here we go. Let it do the voodoo that it do. Here it goes. It's processing. Now, while it's processing, it's a good time for me to reach over here and have a little sip of this coffee. Now that we're kicking, now that we're moving there. Oh, heavy now. Heavy style. Okay, there it is. I had to catch it. Okay, maybe I'll just throw that at the end. Yeah. Spark the floor, spark is the habit. Bumping on the thing, drop off the tablet. You didn't want to call music on with the like that, yeah. Ha. Stop, I said it again, record again, the beat speaks my mind. I'm another road to through, tools of fluid whose God's gift, whose crime. I'm trying to simple this, just simplistic. Get a grip of phone, a trip to take it, creating false ideas and images. Try and fit this in computer and use it. My mind ain't got the time, bitch. I'm high off this music. You left in ruins to my movement. Wrong projects. Trying to protect your own dumb interests. Now what a mess. To the best. Yes, I know you know where they're flowing. Golden in every each way. Now he's showing that he got it. Time for profit. Drop it like this. The sound has been the same, but it's a fresh new twist. Yeah, that's hard as fuck. Huh? Okay, jeez. Holy hell. Everybody awake now? Now we going. That's I had that little sip of coffee, man, sent me to the stratosphere. Chilling. I might need to chop some more of that sample. Yeah. Hello. Hello. I'm still here. Oh, so no, it's actually cut close. I don't need that end on there. Yeah, I just wanna, you know, yeah. Take that. Fighting the samples. Let's get it. Mm. Now is that gonna bust into that other sample? Let me save this up, drop some sequences in, see if we can get these transitioning and playing along with each other. Cause I have that other sample that's I have that other sample. Sounds a little more like chill. Had that bass line going, had those little horns. It's not as like rocking as this other sample. This other sample is some crazy rock music going on there. Ha! Ha! Oh. How long do you think it's gonna take for me to hit my cigarette off of this foam piece and burn it? It's gonna come one of these days. I predict by like episode like 60 or something like that, I'll have a hole burnt in this thing. I got an extra one, man. I ordered a 2-pack, so I got an extra one. Dude, this thing was a pain in the ass to get on the microphone. Like it just fit. I had to like finesse it on there, but it works out pretty good, I think, man. So, do I sound better? Do I sound more tone loc coming out? Okay. Let's get these sequences. Usually I like to have a smoke. I like to smoke while I sequence. Who likes to smoke while they sequence? He does. Watch what he do. He buzzed. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up about that thing because I completely forgot that the kids can't watch my videos. That makes me feel more comfortable. I don't feel so bad saying fuck and shit, considering the kids shouldn't even be watching anyway. Teach me to fish. Yeah, man. Yes, yes. Yeah, oh shit. Okay. Yeah, he's making a video series. Teach me to check that out, man. I always like seeing how other people create, man. And trust me, man, you go watch other people make music, it'll change how you make music. And you'll find you might not do it exactly how they do it after watching what they do, but you'll pick up just this little thing and it'll completely change on how you do stuff, man. I'm telling you. It happens all the time with me, man. That's why I'm always like floating around YouTube seeing what other people were up to, man. I mean, if you watch me enough around here, you see that I kind of have like I have my little workflow on how I like to do things. But it wasn't always like this, man. If you could stand watching some of my old videos, some of them, they're all like dark. But yeah, straight up, man. I'll check that out for sure, man. I always like that stuff, man. Checking out other people's videos for sure. Yeah, I'm a big YouTube user, man. I not only make videos, but I use the product. All right. So now that we got some sequences going, let me adjust this one here because I know this comes slamming in. What up? So let's go like mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Push the beat to the complete. So sick going. Get the vibe, the vibe, I put the time at the stove. All right. Just gonna rock right into this. You know what? I wonder if this would sound all right if I drop. Yeah. I like how I added that end part, man, to bring that guitar, how that guitar comes up. I wasn't gonna add that at first. I was just gonna let things loop. Yo, I'd have never thought I'd change the sample from 150 to 90. You know what I mean? Me, usually I don't, man. Usually when I'm on here, I try to keep things. I try to usually keep it within 30. Is usually kind of like my. Yeah, I'm kind of like, man, I don't want to go too crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, dropping something 60 BPM, I figured it would have been too stretched out and would have sounded real bad. It's exactly right there. Teach me to fish. It's exactly right. Uh, uh, and I ain't trying to see no highway chase with Jay, plus I got a few dollars, I can fight the case. Yep. It works. Like even that, man, I wasn't even gonna use that, but this actually like worked out pretty good too, man. Just these little hits. There we go. I had to bring it up a little bit. So what's it? Okay, so you know what I want to do here now. Let me save this here real quick. I want to get that acoustic kit loaded up, blast some drums over this. You know what I mean? A little freestyle finger drumming. Freestyle finger finessing. Oh, I forgot, man. When I joined the live stream today, I wanted to be like, "What up, everybody? It's your favorite cat hair covered composer." That was gonna be my new line, man. Cat hair covered composer. Yes, up. Man, they got to come in with these loud drums. Yeah, I can't help it, man. Fred sheds like crazy. I need to just save and overwrite that, man. Every time I think I load this kit up, I do that same thing I just did there, where I pan these toms, I pan I pan like the cymbals, I pan the hi hats. Oh, I didn't pan that one. Snare, I don't pan. Sometimes I do, man. If when I'm adding like a bunch of different snares, I'll pan a snare a little bit to the right. It's just the drummer in me, man. 'Cause I was telling people before on different live streams like that, man. I always try to like look at my drum kits when I'm making music and like listening to it out of my speakers. I want it to seem like I'm looking at a drummer playing. So I am a drummer. That's what I come from is drumming. I have a drum kit upstairs. I just don't have the room for it down here. But the thing is, man, when I'm playing, like I'm a right-handed drummer, so like I would put my hi-hat and stuff to the pan it to the right. That's how I do it, man. Like even higher cymbals, crash cymbals, I pan to the right. Lower crash cymbals, I pan to the left. My ride cymbals, I pan to the left. That's just how. But you could also say like, okay, well, what if I'm a left-handed drummer? Usually stuff would be flipped the other way, so I guess it's all depends. I would think the track would sound a little different, man. Things flipped over. Like if I pan things for as a left-handed drum player, I don't know. It is interesting to me too, man. Like that's just how. Like I always looked at I remember reading this thing a while back, like how when they used to record old tracks, like in like the 30s, right? Like they didn't have multi-track recorders in the 30s. So what they would do, they would have like one awesome microphone, right? Set not so much center of the room, okay, but say like front facing of the room. So say like here, if it's like my speakers are here, right? Front facing. The singer would be close, right? Because when you're doing like they would literally mix the track in the room. Like, of course, your drummer, they're gonna set way back in the room because he's gonna be the loudest. So he's gonna pick up on that microphone. You're gonna have your horn players up a little closer because they're pretty loud. You know what I mean? Guitar players. I mean, they still had stuff, but everything wasn't mic'd. You know what I mean? It's a real track. When you start looking at like the Beatles and how they recorded stuff, man, bouncing tracks down, like there's no messing up, man. Like how people nowadays are able to just go back and fix everything. Like there was no messing up then, man. Like that's still how I like to record. Like even like this new album that I have coming out, I recorded a lot of there's like a few different tracks that I'm playing bass on it, and a lot of those are like one take the whole way through. Like I don't have like I don't punch in every like bar or nothing like that. I just like that more natural feel. Oh, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy how they record. But yeah, like I said, back in the 30s, they just have one microphone, man, and then just set people in the room according to how loud they were. And, you know, I mean, if you have a 20 by 20 room, say, they'd probably be bigger than that, but adjusting the people to fit, sliding them around. So, like, you know what I mean? The drummer's too loud, move them back 6 feet. Let's try it again. And then everybody has to play it again. And then, you know what I mean? Like a minute into the song, the drummer messes up. Everybody has to do it again. You know what I mean? There's no just like fixing the one part and sliding the snare over. One take is the way, man. It's nice doing this stuff one take. Yeah, man. Lots of work, man. But I don't know. To me, when you listen to those songs, though, man, like they capture this moment. You know what I mean? That like digital recording can't do to. It seems to me, you know, like you don't get those like moment takes. You know what I mean? Everything's so like has to be perfect. Or everyone wants to be perfect anyway, you know. Ah, yes. That's amazing, man. Like like when I used to actually be a producer and not such a beat maker all the time, and I have rappers come in and like, man, the ones who could do it, you could tell instantly, man. Like you could just tell. Like they would be able to just come in and just hit it. That's I mean, you hear me spit a lot, like the same verses a lot, that which I've had these verses for years. You know what I mean? But I would sit there and work at it and work at it and work at it. Like them verses you hear me spit now have been like reworked a bunch of times, and like I don't know, like I've rapped them so many times that like I know where the pockets are at and like where my breath is and stuff. I remember hearing this story even about like Outkast. Outkast, when they first started like rapping and doing stuff like that, they used to run around their house rapping their verses just so they can have the breath. You know what I mean? To have endurance for like to be able to like run and rap your verses. Like do that for an hour, man. And if you're still not out of breath, then you're ready to do some shows. Like that has to be hard, man. You think of like uh what's dude's name? Mick Jagger running around. These dude's like 80 years old running around that stage singing all them songs for like 2 hours, 3 hours a night. Like, man, I'd be dropping dead. Keith Richards just over there hitting the same three notes while Mick Jagger's running around the stage like a madman. Yo, I want to release an album that I rap on, man, but it's just like, I don't know. Took me a while even building up nerves just to release albums of me making beats. I don't know, it kind of gets weird. Everyone picks shit apart so much nowadays and everyone's so touchy about stuff, and then like I get on microphone and like I'm just like cursing, cursing and cursing. I don't know. I have a lot of opinions. And you know, some people just get mad when I start talking. So I'm not gonna lie, man. I get kind of nervous rapping. That's why you hear me rap the same verses, just because like there's nothing really terrible. I even censor myself on like the one verse that I spit here all the time. You'll hear me when I'm rapping, like I'll stop. Like I start saying something and like I do these pauses in it. It's because I start saying some fucked up shit, and I kind of bail on it, man. Because I'm like, man, people, I don't know. You're always worried about what people think, which is a shitty thing, man. You don't want to worry about what people think when you're trying to do music, man. That's the last thing you want to do. Never worry about what other people think or what the hell they're doing. It's the last thing you want to do when making music. Ha, ha. Shit coming hard as hell. Like that. Just throw it in there. See what happens. I don't think that roll's not going to record. I didn't think that roll was going to record because I have it set on like 16s. And it wasn't going to. Yeah. I missed the counting. Snare sound like it's too. Maybe I should put that tap in there. Yeah, sound like you get some 2 different beats going here. I feel like I'm watching a very delayed live stream over here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's get the other switch. That roll sounds weird. I just need to hear it another time. That's all. Drop it back. Funky. Let me just save that up real quick since I'm popping acoustic kits. Now's a good time to remind everybody I do have 2 albums on all streaming platforms. You can go check them out on your Spotify, SoundClouds, Apple Music, Tidal, all that good stuff, man. Go check out The Dirge, Gray Matter. I have a new album coming out very soon. Very soon. Hopefully, this is album week for me right now, man. I'm just in complete album mode, listening mode. I have it done. As far as I'm concerned, it's done. I have album cover done. I have the names done. I'm just listening to it, man. I just keep constantly listening to the same 6 tracks over and over and over again, man. Just trying to make them right. I'm not like a mix mastering engineer. That's something that I'm new to. You know what I mean? I'm still learning how to properly master a track. Mixing, I've, mixed tracks a lot. You know what I mean? I'm still not the best. You know what I mean? But I've gotten a few compliments on how my tracks come out mixed. You know what I mean? When people listen to my stuff, which is cool. But the whole mastering thing, you know what I mean? I know it's very subtle, but it seems so very important. And like one little thing seems like it can really fuck a track up like really fast. Like it seems like you start tweaking things a little bit, and then all of a sudden, like everything just goes array, man, and just turns terrible. So like I'm trying to be really, yeah, I appreciate that, Crooked, man. I know you always bumping over there too, man. For sure, Crooked dude, he got some tracks slamming over there. I hear you. But yeah, that's just something like I'm just been trying to do this week, man, is really get that album where I want it. Like it's sounding great right now. Like I've been using references as a car. I have a car outside that I go to, I listen to out there, which has some decent speakers. It can kick some bass out. It's all stock speakers and stuff, stock car. It's a newer car. Uh my headphones, I listen through my headphones and of course my monitors. So like I've been trying to like have reference points to anything, you know what I mean? I have my reference track. I listen to a lot of Run the Jewels. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Run the Jewels I've been listening to lately, man. So I just want to make sure like my kicks have that, nice punch. You know what I mean? Like the Dirge album, man, I really like. I like how it's mixed, but I feel like some of the kicks could just hit just that little bit more, you know what I mean? But it has its vibe to it, and this album has its vibe to it too, man. Like, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait, man, to get it out. Like I said, I'm hoping by late June, early July to have actual like a release date for that. Like it'll release hopefully like, early July, end of June. Hoping to have it uploaded and stuff through DistroKid by this Sunday. This Sunday I'm planning on, waking up Sunday morning, getting everything together and uploading everything, having it all ready. Like, you know what I mean? I'll set like a 2 week something or a week or something pre-order thing. Like yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's something new. You guys hear a lot of the stuff that I do here, man. So, oh, do you forget we had this? I love this. Just keep cranking the volume up until you can't stand it. Yeah, it's just really like a search, man. I mean, a lot of the stuff, man, started out me using a lot of stock kits. It's just all in how like the volumes and stuff like that. I do layer a lot. I have been layering a lot lately, man. These tracks, like a lot of these tracks have their feelings and their thump from drum breaks that I'm sampling. Like that's no lie, man. Like a lot of it is stuff that like these samples, like you'll hear, like listen to how different this even sounds when I take out this drum break. Oh, the drum break's not even, no, drum break's not even in this one. Let me get into this. All right, it's in this one, so you probably wouldn't even hear it with that sample going. All right, so no sample, right? That's just my like drums. Well, I say my drums, but that's just me mixing sample drum stuff. All right, now listen to this drum break in there, though. Hear how different that guy adds to it? So great. That's classic, man. Classic. I love this sample and this whole vibe this has going on, but it doesn't match up with this. Yeah, see, that's okay. See, this is something else I've been learning about too. When you say about like soft clipping and stuff like that, I've been like trying to, I don't know if summing's the right word, but I've been trying to do things like when I make them here, like they're they're loud, but they're at like a certain level, right? For I can work with inside of my DAW. And then when I'm in my DAW, I raise them up that much more. And now they are like you're saying, like soft clipping, they're like close to like peaking out. And then when I put it in the master thing, then I can really adjust and push stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I've been working. I've been learning to like build things up instead of like my like when I'm leaving things out of my MPC, it's not cranked. You know what I mean? When I'm putting in my DAW. Like, cause that's how I don't use the MPC software. So I track everything out of my MPC into my iPad into Cubases. So like I track everything through my sound card, you know, kick, snare. Because like right now, track one has, you know, so it'll have like 4 tracks right there. I'll separate all of those. I route them all out inside here. Real tedious, you know what I mean? But I like doing it that way. I run it all in the Cubases at what it is here. Cubases, raise it up. I can add certain things. It gives you room to work, man. Like headroom. It's a key word for me, man. I think it helped me out a lot was leaving headroom for adjustments. You know what I mean? Don't start out with this crazy slamming thing already, man. Like build to that because you're going through processes so you can, you know, adjust and build during the process. As an air maximizer inside the yeah, cranking on the MPC, like a process. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't have an answer for you, man. Like that's why a lot of people ask me about doing tutorials on like how I do this and how I do that, and like I don't know. Guess I don't know how. Sometimes I just do. That's what I was saying about before how I watch other producers make stuff because I think they're doing things that they don't even realize that they're doing that I pick up on that I don't do. So like for me to try to teach a tutorial, I feel like I'm gonna like glance over things that seem so obvious to me that might not be so obvious to other people, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So like it's hard for me to really sit down and get to that point. But yeah, a lot of the stuff, man. I mean, you can. There's nothing I'm doing that's out of the ordinary. Let's put it that way. Samples. So that's good, man. But that does not fit anything else that we have going. Oh, I forgot about that sample. Listen to that. Too bad that flute's in there. I don't know. Is that my intro? Yeah, see, like I add a lot of that little stuff too, man. Like that, like I think that helps on the building of the track. You know what I mean? Really hearing like how I build it, because like when you start out with something like this is what I started out with, man, and that sounds like shit. Like it doesn't even sound like anything going on, you know. But when you just like I gradually build it. So look, there's a kick in there, kick, kick. All right, just hear how that one's not hitting every time. That's just going. Didn't even hit there. And then this other one added. So like that by itself, man, can't live. It's nothing. And then you got some beat, but then you add in these claps and this reverse crash. Starting to sound like something then, you know what I mean? Just those little builds and adding to things. Of course, my crash cymbal. Put that shit there, man. It ain't bother that. Yeah, and then the drum break. It all just fits, man. But I think we should leave that like that. I might have to listen to some more sample, I think. Yeah, that doesn't fit at all. But how cool is this sound, though, man? Wonder if we could, actually. Mm-hmm. Okay. Got some ideas now. I have to leave that 1 on 2 since I added that acoustic kit. I can't change it. Has that weird like hit. Ha, ha, bust, flat. Yeah, I might as well just come in with a drum break too. It should be changed that up too, man, huh? I think I only need this to be 2. Say what? Sounds like delay. It sounds like those are all off. Yeah, why am I like hitting late? It's probably because I have that 30-second set. I betcha. Are they all off? Holy hell. I don't know how I managed that, man. That hit still doesn't seem to hit right, but I like how it sounds when it's in this beat. Like how it has that little drag to it, but it's a little weird hearing that drag when it's smoking. Yeah, maybe. And then I come in with the bigness. But how do we go back now? I don't know. That might actually go back to that. Shit, man. I think that's our sequences. You know, you try to pop 3 sequences in there, but I don't know. Like, it would be all right leaving that. But just those 2 sequences together. Like, here it has that, like a slip. Intro thing's a little weird. I get it. But just this as a verse. You know what I mean? Where's Nas at? Get him up on that. And then this, come on. What? Come on, everybody. It's a Tuesday morning. You gotta get yourself in gear. You got a whole day ahead of you yet. Me, I'm gonna go back to sleep after this. You know. But it has. No, we definitely are not using that. But I do have, man, this sequence, man, that I love. Like, I like this too, man. Like, this fits good, but it doesn't fit with everything else. I wonder how that goes. Let's try to go from this one to that one. Kinda, sorta. But is this gonna go to the rock out? Yeah, I like that other one so much better. It's just too good to pass up. Like, that's it, man, right? I mean, come on. Damn. If you didn't know, I'm a Didi. This is my dead friends. You just watched me make a beat in the last hour. We sat here, had some laughs, cut some samples up, chopped things up. I promoted my album a bunch of times, drank coffee, smoked a bunch of cigarettes. You know what I mean? Had a good time. Still looking for that Hanes sponsor. Shout out to Hanes. Once they can hit me up, man, I'll get some new bright white t-shirts from Hanes. Get them at your local department store. Hanes, yes. So, I'm going to take off for today. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I think we got something bumping. We'll be back again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to do it again. You know what I mean? We don't want to overdo ourselves in one day, right? Episode 40, man. We did 40 of these episodes, man. I just put in a 40-hour work week, finally. It took me 2 months, but we got like a 40-hour work weekend going here on YouTube. You know what I mean? Channel popping off over here. Make sure you tell all your friends to join My Dead Friends. Come hang out. Join the live stream. Have some laughs with us, man. I'm going to drop this out one more time. I'm going to take off. Remember, don't slip in the shower. Don't die today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow right here on YouTube. Have a good day, everybody. Yeah. Look at this microphone. Oh, yes. Professionals. Peace out, everyone. Let's break this in once. Ha, 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 ha. Who you know with a track like this, with a camera to even like this, just try it, cause the me, I said this is worth dying to go ahead and fight it, you're frightened, I see it, I believe it, I breathe it, I live it, because this is my life, I stay high all day, and during the night I just write, stay tight to these beats, they ain't cheap, they mine, Didi fine, Didi sick, Didi broke, he ain't rich, and I ain't taking what you're saying, you just a bitch, seen it, believe it, it's real and it happens, if you ain't grabbing on grass that don't last, and keep laughing, you punk, Mr. Know everything, but you know none, leave the fun out the door. This makes my mind run in ciphers. Half writers, main critics, full bitching. You victims, you heedless, you need this, I feed them. Brain bleeding, release it. Me from the stress, I got choices and an option for me is pure death. And regardless of credits, I'll never be the best. No reason for rest. Sleep is for the weak. Chaos so easy, no point on no peace. Look down on the God, more than words, this is speech. Yeah. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, man. We'll be back again. Yeah. Drop it. Peace out, everybody. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Yeah, come on now. Man, a Tuesday.